It's obvious that some group of people are just going around different places advertising TB Joshua, telling people what he did to them when they were working with him. My people, the Bible said none is righteous, not one. Were you people expecting him to be exactly like Jesus Christ? It's not possible. It's not possible. He can never be like Jesus Christ. Even me, myself, I visited Synagogue Church of All Nations. Before that, I used to see TB Joshua like a real child of God. I know we all are children of God. And that after that, I decided what to say about him and what to watch about him, and the time to watch him, if I will watch him, if it's important. Because when I went there, I discovered that all that they were doing on screen, showing on screen, it was not true. It wasn't real. It was just filmed. It was filmed. Because when I went there, they were even selling meat pie, snacks in front of the church gate. The church gate, Kasankasa. The place you just the gate is not even opposite the church. As for opposite the church, that place is market, restaurant, you want to eat, everything is there. But this one was exactly at the gate, the church gate. I saw what they were doing. They were only attending to the rich people. Even not only that, even before you reach to go inside the church, first of all, you come opposite the church, they will interview you, take all your details, whatever that brought you there. They will write it down. Then at 2 midnight, they start sending people inside the church to go and sit down. The poor people, they put them behind. It was the rich people, even they send them up. It was the rich people that was sitting front, especially the foreigners, the white people and other foreigners from outside Africa. They were the people they were attending to. Outside, maybe, let's say, happening from that junction. I know there is a camera there, and you see that somebody is sitting behind the camera watching whatever that is, what cars that comes in and what goes on. Not only that, when you went inside the canopy where you have to go first, before they march you inside the church, they will interview you. There are things that you will buy, like the oil, many things, the book, the CD, whatever. They sell everything. And also, they are doing their business. That one is, by the way, the man is doing his business. This is his ministry business. He's doing his business because he did not force me to come there. He did not force me to believe in him. He did not force me. So you people, you send yourself to him. If he have molested you, it is you that send yourself to him for him to molest you. He molests you in his house. He did not come to your house to molest you. You send yourself there to be molested. So what are you saying? Why are you people going around advertising him the more? He's hiding underground. He wants to see those that will betray him. He's not dead. TB Joshua is not dead. TB Joshua is well alive. He's running his business underground. He's running Synagogue Church underground. Whatever that is going on in Synagogue Church of All Nations, TB Joshua is away. He's well alive. He's there in that tall building there. He's standing up there. He intentionally prisoned himself. Yes, he prisoned himself. He's not dead. People have to wise up and forget about TB Joshua. Because what people are doing right now, you are indirectly telling the whole world that Nigerians are the most clever people in the whole world. We are the most clever Nigerians. We are the most clever people in the whole world. It's not only in between the blacks. If TB Joshua was able to control the whole nation, because he was prophesying globally, he was prophesying inside the politics. A lot of people knows TB Joshua. TB Joshua, he did a lot of miracles. He prophesied to many people, many powerful people all over the world. So, and people were believing him. And when he prophesied, whatever he prophesied will happen. So, I don't know the reason why people were expecting all these things to be ordinary. Yes, TB Joshua, it was something else. It was not ordinary. Like what these people that have gone to discover all these things, they discover it, they came out and they talk about it. When I went there and came out, I was also telling people that this man is not this man is fake, because everything that was going on there was business. They were so serious in business. Even the hotels along that road became very expensive because of Synagogue Church of All Nations. Things became very expensive. Ikoto became township because of Synagogue Church of All Nations. And you people think that is ordinary. Yoruba man. A Yoruba man. TB Joshua is a typical Yoruba man. You people should make research about the part of Yoruba TB Joshua is coming from. Their witchcraft is for them. So why are you people expecting TB Joshua to be from God or whatever? He's doing his business. Ministry business. That's what he's doing. He's a businessman. So it's high time you people, you open your eye and stop patronizing evil. But if you see it to be normal, because who am I to judge? If you see it to be normal, if you see what TB Joshua is doing, nothing wrong about it, but because it's business, it's his business. We all have our business that we do. None is righteous, not one. So I'm not righteous. How am I able to judge somebody? I'm not righteous. I have to be righteous before I can stand and judge TB Joshua. That's why you people have to drop this. TB Joshua do this to me. TB Joshua did that to me. Move on your life. Move on your life. If they have sacked you, move on your life. Do something different. Go and find something to do. All these people I'm seeing in this video coming out to talk about TB Joshua did this to me, TB Joshua did. They are young people. You still have opportunity to start up something. Just take it a year wasted. 10 years, 20 years is nothing. You still have your life. When there is life, there is hope. Move on your life and forget about TB Joshua. If true TB Joshua is fake or is real, we are on this earth. One day, one fateful day, we will know the truth about TB Joshua. Now the wife, she just take over the church. She just take over. You people should leave TB Joshua alone for now. Let the wife manage the business and behave as if nothing have happened about TB Joshua. Because all this TB Joshua doing this, TB Joshua, they have to investigate. Somebody is doing his business. What are you investigating? It's ministry business. He's not the only one doing this business. They are all over the world. Ministry business. TB Joshua is not the only one. Bible made it clear that none is righteous, not one. Once you are not righteous, it means you are the same as TB Joshua. Because people are complaining that he's not righteous the way they thought he was. Yes, the way they see him to look, because the way he preach. So that is just the reason why they are against him. Because he's not doing what they expect him to do. So my people, do your own thing. However you know you will do your thing to survive life, to meet up life. You do it. If you can't beat them, you join them. That's all. If you like TB Joshua style, you can follow it. If you don't like it, go and do different thing. If it didn't work out between you and him, it will work out between him and somebody else. Some people believe in him. So let's leave it like that, because it's a lot of ministry all over the world. It's not only TB Joshua ministry that is running. There are many ministry running, and they have they are under that we don't know. So that is it. This means that Christianity is fake. It's just fake. Christianity is fake in Africa. It's fake in Africa. Yes, Christianity. Because we don't know who to trust anymore.
The God I was introduced to is evil. This is the same God that would sleep with us. This is the same God that would beat us up. You have no idea of what I went through. Everybody wanted the privilege to meet this big giant called TB Joshua.
Nothing is as strong as love. I love you.
The first time I met him, he looked loving, not knowing that behind that was a sadist, a psychopath.
There was a system in there that he used to abuse these women. He's the one that crafted the building of his apartment. The whole building was just designed to keep secret. I call a lady, Prophet wants to see you. He will tell you the specific staircase that this person should come.
I felt like there was a beast, like this beast. I was screaming and he was whispering in my ear that you should stop acting like a baby.
He kept forcing himself on me. He assured me the more I made him happy, God will be happy with me.
you know it. You skip your first period, you skip your second period, and you have to talk.
If any of us got pregnant, we have to do something about it.
I witnessed a lot of abortions. They started doing it inside the synagogue.
You'd be taken to this clinic of his.
It could have killed us. I never had a choice whether I could keep a potential child or not.
I had 3 abortions at a synagogue.
I wanted to be connected to God. That's why I stayed there. That's why I keep trying my very best.
So I remember at synagogue, and then I had an abortion at the synagogue.
How did it happen? Who did you sleep with?
I was sleeping with one of the camera guys, you know, and I also slept with Daniel Wiseman. He's a wise man now.
Wiseman Daniel.
His name is Daniel. He's a wise man now, and he's Daniel. So I was pregnant.
So hold on. Hold on.
I laugh because I've slept with most of them. And for me, I remember there was, and maybe you ask yourself, but where did you sleep with them? Right. If you know synagogue, there are places that nobody knows where the disciples sleep. We've got our own dormitories. And visitors' quarters, most of the time, visitors are not there. So in between thingies, we know our signals. So we go, we do our thing, and we out. So when I discovered I was pregnant, I remember I confided in one of the sisters. I think it was Sister Yetunde or Lamide, someone there. And I told them, this is my situation. I was taken downstairs to the nurse. There's a nurse there in synagogue, and I had an abortion.
Well, how did that happen? How did they perform the abortion?
In the house of
In
God.
the house of God. Downstairs
The house of
at
God.
church. Now, how was the process?
No, I went there and, because I was now not seeing my period, I was not sick and everything, then they took the test and I was pregnant, and then they called in another doctor to come in, and then I remember they used the old way of termination, the one where there's a steel, where they pull something out.
Yeah.
And I remember I was scared now. I was thinking, oh my God, please don't tell Daddy, because we call TB Joshua Daddy. Please don't tell Daddy, please, I beg, don't tell Daddy. He said, no, don't worry, everything is fine, you're okay. Immediately after that, I chorused the practice. I went straight on stage to rehearse.
Soon after abortion?
Immediately after abortion. As if nothing ever happened.
But when you see people going there and you see TB Joshua calling them out, so you've got a spirit of lust.
Yeah.
You've got this.
Yeah.
Very Sister Sithle. She's seen him on the altar.
Right in the house.
Right in the house.
Yeah.
Some of the sisters that I stayed with, at synagogue don't have wombs. These were sisters that would confide in me and tell me, because I was worried to say, I'm having an abortion in the church, I'm going to be in trouble. And they were like, don't worry, it will be okay. After all, you are given to the church, you need to be, you are given. Because I was told I was supposed to stay there for a very long time, you know. And for me, it was a way of life where you see, disciples don't get married. If disciples do get married, you kind of get ostracized out of the church. Yes. I've got a friend, her name is Angela. She was the first white disciple to stay at the synagogue. So she got married at the church, and then she also saw things, and she subsequently left. She wants nothing to do or hear or say about Synagogue Church of All Nations. She left. And me being there, I'm very vocal and I always ask. So every time at night we have disciple meetings. Now at this disciple meeting, that's when we learn the language. We learn the speech, we learn the behavior, we learn what to say, what not to do. That is why when visitors come, for example, when visitors come, most of them will say, TB Joshua's disciples are rude, they are cruel, they have no hearts, they are bullies and everything like that. But the main thing is, we told what to do, what not to do, and what not. And the most amazing thing is, you are assigned. For example, if they say there's a special group coming from South Africa, you are assigned to this group, you must be in charge of them. There are certain visitors, some visitors don't come to the dining hall. Some visitors don't come to the dining hall because everyone sits in a normal dining hall. Some visitors, you are assigned to go issue and give them their food in their rooms, be it breakfast, lunch, or supper. They just don't come to
So females are attached to males.
However, you are just attached.
It's not like female to female.
No, for example, I'm from South Africa, so if South Africans are there, they'll attach me to say, maybe they'll understand me better. And I'm very eloquent, I speak well, so I'll be attached to say, you look after that person and make sure that person is fine. Whatever that person wants you to do.
What is whatever?
Whatever they want you to.
Now, you were there.
Yes.
You were assigned to this rich man.
Yes.
And then the wife walked in on you.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
I wish I could take my clothes off to show you. So I think my parents remember this because I was flown in from synagogue because my buttocks, like the left and the right, have burn marks, right? I was burnt with hot water. I was burnt with hot boiling water. Because unfortunately for me, this rich businessman, he is a South African. He is in South Africa.
A lot of people know him in South Africa.
He is in South Africa.
He went to TB Joshua.
He went to TB Joshua's, and I was assigned to look after him. And it so happened I was caught in the act with the businessman.
How did it happen?
By the wife. You know.
Are you guys allowed to do that? They said take care of him. So
take
basically,
care of him. So it was
sexuality, whatever.
so it's kind of like normal with some of the girls within the church.
It's like it's an unspoken, okay, normal thing.
Yeah.
That
It's the altar.
So
Yes.
for me, I was there and I was busy. I was on top of the man. I was busy. And the next, I could feel, it's like I felt as if cold water burnt me. Like, you know. But now remember, in the dining hall, if you've been to synagogue, you know, there's always an urn that's boiling with hot water.
Okay.
24/7.
Yeah.
So I think that woman went there, took water, and then she came. As
That's
I
his
was there,
wife.
Yes, and splashed me. You know. And when I was splashed with that water, so I quickly got dressed and then I ran down. So I ran and I reported this incident, right? And then I was taken to Daddy's office, TB Joshua's office. And I explained what happened. I remember I had
to TB Joshua.
Yes, I had to take off my dress to show my bums because now I started getting, you know, after being burnt,
Those
Yeah.
boils,
you get those boils.
Yeah.
So I started getting boils on my buttocks. And then this side, I've just fornicated. This side, my bums are boiled. I was flown back into South Africa. So I flew back to South Africa, and I remember I was taken to one of the private clinics here because I had third-degree burns. And when I was released from the private hospital, I had to go home to heal. So if my mom and my siblings can remember this, I would walk around the house naked because I couldn't. It needed to be exposed to cold air because
Yeah.
it would damage
Heal.
itself and
Yeah.
do whatever. And every time I was told, when you're asked what happened, you must say you were walking past the urn and the tap of the urn burst and the water burnt you.
That was
my story.
that was the narrative they gave
That
you.
was the narrative of my
What
story.
did TB Joshua say to you when you met him in the office and you were showing him your buttocks?
When I showed him, he said, hey, bring it down. And then I had to bring it down. And then they spoke Yoruba that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I was told to go out. Then I was called back in again. Then I was told, Sister Sikle, you are flying out to South Africa. Go pack your bag. So the very next day I was flown out to South Africa. Because remember now, he must contain this wealthy businessman
Yeah.
who's funding, who's
And
bringing
the
lots of
scandal.
money.
Yeah.
So to them, they were told that I was chased. Because I was caught
Yeah.
in the act.
You forced yourself or
But for
something.
me, I knew that I had to go get better. And after I got better from my healings of my buttocks, I went back
Okay.
to synagogue. Because I stayed, I think, for about a week or two. Then I flew back to synagogue and I was there at synagogue. You know, and I remember Jabu Hlongwane from Joyous Celebration.
Yeah.
He came to synagogue with his crew. And when he saw me, he's like, what are you doing here? As beautiful as you are, a South African, what are you doing here? And I kind of briefed him. I said to him, Jabu, I want to go back home. I'm not happy here. He's like, so why aren't you going home? And I'm like, but I can't.
You don't
Because remember,
understand.
He wouldn't understand. And I can't really talk much. I'm like, I can't because my passport, when you get there, your passport and everything stays in the
Yeah.
office. I'm like, my passport and everything is there.
They
but
take-
I want,
they take it
yes,
away intentionally.
Yes. And I'm like, but I want to go home. And I remember Jabu, he was there because he was shooting, him and Joyous, a few members of Joyous Celebration. They were shooting the song, God's time is the best time. So Jabu kept on saying to me, something is wrong with this church. You need to leave. And I'm like, I wish I could leave, but I couldn't. So now I think some of the disciples saw that I was continuously talking to Jabu and the Joyous Celebration members. Then I was reported at the office. Then I was told I'm no longer allowed to be seen with them. I was assigned to a different group. That's when I bolted out. And I remember TB Joshua was walking to his room. So his bedroom is right at the end of the church. End. So he sleeps alone there. And I followed him up and I
He
was...
sleeps alone with his wife?
No. Disciples are at one level floor and then the wife is on a different level floor. They don't sleep together in the same. He's alone, right at the top end of the church. So I was following, running up to say, because now I want to go back to South Africa. I don't like being here. Because I remember Jabu Hlongwane saying, you now look like a Nigerian, even your English, everything. And I'm like, I want to go home. I don't want this anymore. Hey, so now I'm when I want something, I want something. You know, so I think I kind of provoked or pissed him off, and the next thing, I don't know what happened. I was boom.
TB Joshua hit you.
Yeah. And then I kind of felt that. But then I remember when he walks these disciples, so I fell onto somebody. And I went to my room, I was upset. And then obviously the sisters came and said, don't mind, holy anger. You know he's your father. You know a father disciplines a child. You are a child now. So please understand. So I had to stomach it in and I was like, okay. All right, fine. But I still wanted to go home.
Right.
You know, then we were taken to the prayer mountain. And this for me was always something that I questioned, to say the prayer mountain that visitors go to is not the prayer mountain that TB Joshua goes to.
How's that?
You know, it's completely different. They might show you old furniture and say, this is, remember it's a script.
Yeah.
When you come to Prayer Mountain, we'll say, okay, everybody, praise the Lord. That's what we say. Good morning, praise the Lord. On your left-hand side, this is the place where TB Joshua, man of God, prays. And it's old. But that is not the one. Where he prays, God, I have seen with my own eyes.
Is that where you used to swim naked?
Please, that is where, ask Bisola, she will tell you. There, you don't know whether it's human being or fish that is there. You don't know what is going on there, but it's diabolic. You know, and that is where many people's pictures are there. If the picture is not buried, the picture is nailed to the tree. That is where everything happens. But now for us, it's like, you know, you look at back now and you say, but like I always pinch myself and I say, but Sikhe, like you end up thinking that you're making up stories.
Yeah.
Because you don't believe that you were in there, you were in it, you were in there. I mean, like when these people were made wise men, I laughed my head off. I was like, even me, I could have been wise woman if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And you ask yourself, why is it that the disciple girls that are there are not married? Why is it that the disciple girls that are there don't have children? Because many have lost wombs in that process. Many disciples who came there with sicknesses. I've seen disciples die, dead bodies. Where you wake up, there's a dead body and must be thrown in a trash can.
Trash can.
Yes.
Trash
I've
can.
seen dead bodies where disciples...
In the church.
Oh my God. Disciples have ailments, but we can't be prayed for. We're just working for the church. We're working for God. And you see people... I don't know how many dead bodies or dead people I've seen within the church.